Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Mario, and today we're doing another reaction to Llama Art's videos. So we're doing a reaction to 3 videos if I can actually. I probably watched one of these two. This one is new. I haven't seen it. The horn-headed man animated. Of course.
Moonlight peered through my window as I jolted awake. My clamorous breaths disturbed the silence of my dark room. I had just come out of a frightful dream that had me thinking it was all too real. With sweat on my brow, I sat up and grabbed my water from the nightstand and took a sip from the now warmed glass. My hands shook as I recounted my nightmare of the horn-headed man. In my dream, I was walking through my neighborhood, the street lights flickering as I made my way down the uninhabited sidewalk.
What time is it?
Nothing threatening, just a walk through the midnight hours. A block down, I could see a figure in the distance, walking slowly towards me. His steps seemed mismatched and labored. He passed a few houses looking straight ahead, neither looking left nor right. His head was fixed on the sidewalk in front of him. As I was getting closer to my home, I could see him slowly starting to embark on my territory. I quickly rushed to my front door and hurried inside. Through my window, I could see him walk past my property. I was thinking to myself, "Oh God, please have him keep going, please." He was just about to walk all the way past my front yard when he stopped. His
Why
body
the fuck is he even looking at him?
abnormally as he turned to face my home. He just stood there, looking, not moving, just standing there. The man bore the horned head of a skeletal goat. His body was pale and looked fragile, and his fingers were thin and bony. I thought to myself, what does he want? Slowly, he started lifting a quivering arm and pointed right at me. I started to backpedal into the darkness of my house, when all of a sudden he let out an inhuman screech. That's when I woke up.
Damn.
Too frightened to go back to bed, I turned on the television and saw that the local news for early risers was on. My stomach dropped, and my body suddenly turned cold as I listened to the current news report. The news anchor on the television said, "Breaking news. A woman who lived on Columbia Avenue has been murdered. Local officials say that they received an anonymous phone call from the victim's home. We arrived at the house at around 12:20. We saw the victim inside in a card which rested next to her." The sheriff held up the card. On the back of it, I could see the image of the horn-headed man. The officer started to read. "One down. Slowly I go." He then lifted his head back up. His blood started trickling from his eyes and mouth. I sat there shaking, and I couldn't breathe. Columbia's just 3 blocks away from me. I jumped out of my bed and ran to my window. Something within me made me want to look
Got 4
outside.
fingers, like.
That's when I saw him. He just stood there, looking, not moving, just looking. The horn-headed man, his body pale and fragile, and his fingers thin and bony.
That's all? The fuck?
It was Halloween night of 2007, freshman year in high school, and I was with my friends, Ivan, Ryan, and Jesse. We were all dressed as the Super Mario characters. I was Luigi since I was the second tallest. Ivan was Mario since he's short and buff. Not that Mario is buff. Jesse was Waluigi because he's freakishly tall and skinny, and Ryan was Wario because he's just really fat. So they were the perfect group costumes for us. We live in a very non-congested suburban neighborhood with a decent amount of space in between houses. On Halloween, that's the worst thing ever. Less bang for your buck. We were trick-or-treating for hours, way past dark, and eventually came the time when most trick-or-treaters were heading home. My feet started to hurt, and I had to constantly switch arms for holding the now 10-pound pillow sack of candy, but we planned on going until our bags were completely...
Of course, I fucking ass.
Most trick-or-treaters were heading home. My feet started to hurt, and I had to constantly switch arms for holding the now 10-pound pillow sack of candy, but we planned on going until our bags were completely full. A lot of the houses by now weren't answering anymore. It was probably past their cutoff time for giving candy to trick-or-treaters. Approaching our next house, we saw a purple bucket on the stoop, which was the best feeling ever.
What the?
I was the one to get close enough to realize it was empty, which was the worst feeling ever. I turned around when I heard a knock at the window of the house.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
But I feel like this is a fucking real story.
Everything okay, ma'am?
We're watching you.
Huh. Goddamn shoe. There's still people. It's a quiet neighborhood. Maybe I'm just exaggerating.
Or is she having a nightmare?
Is there something I can help you with, sir? Come on, man. You're seriously freaking me out.
What the fuck?
Okay, alright, I get it. No one calls me on my birthday, so this is, I guess, what you decided to do instead? Listen, guys, I played enough Silent Hill, okay? This is nothing.
We're watching you.
What the hell?
You like to be seen.
There's no one here. What's happening?
Oh.
You like to be seen. What the fuck are you people talking about? Please be a dream. Please be a dream.
It means it's thinking.
How the hell did I get here? Where are those people? What were those people? Hello? Is anyone here?
shit kinda seemed creepy, but shit. Damn.
Thanks to Raycon for sponsoring this video. Llama Arts has been using the everyday E25 earbuds for over a month. If you...
Yo, this is the creepiest one I've seen. Damn, what the fuck? I need to know some shit. If it's real, a fucking nightmare or some shit. The last story was boring as fuck. Oh, my bad. The last story is boring as fuck. I had no expression for that shit. But that shit was creepy. It had me shit thinking, what the fuck? I thought the little girl had a fucking knife, even though she had an umbrella. Shit, boring. I mean, these two were kind of good. I ain't gonna lie. But the good one is that one. We're watching you. Alright, and I don't know what else to do. So I think that is it. I don't know what to do next week's video for that. So maybe next time I do a reaction, I'm gonna do real life short films or something like that. But I don't know who, but I'm gonna find out who. So I'm gonna see you guys next time. And I don't know what to do next. So yeah.